Welcome back, beautiful tri-state area. You're listening to a moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. Up next in our Millennial Mom segment, we're featuring my dear friend, Beata Baranska, founder and CEO of Purebeau USA and Purebeau Academy of Micropigmentation. She's a master of permanent cosmetics and medical micropigmentation with over 15 years of experience and an exquisite eye for beauty. Clients travel from all over the world to her luxurious private practice in the Upper East Side, right here in New York City. She offers a wide range of services from cosmetic to medical procedures. She holds multiple certifications and memberships, including from the American Academy of Micropigmentation, Society of Permanent Cosmetics Professionals, signifying she follows the highest standards and latest trends in the industry. Now, I had the pleasure of getting my eyebrows done with her, and the results, I must say, are amazing. Very natural, no pain, no complications. Now, nanoblading and shading is the newest brow trend that is taking the industry by storm. It's a softer method of implementing a color pigment into the skin more precisely and causes less trauma to the skin with less pain, less scabbing, and much better color retention. Now, unlike microblading, nanoblading treatment is performed with an electric digital device similar to a tattoo machine used to draw strokes with speed and precision. The strokes end up incredibly realistic and indistinguishable from natural hairs. Become the first and only PMU in your area. You should head directly to her academy to figure out how to become one of these licensed professionals. If not, you're not going to get the procedure yourself to be blown away. I'm telling you, you have to try it. Today, she joins me to chat. You guessed it, semi-permanent and permanent makeup. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Thank you, Ksenia, for having me and for this beautiful introduction. I can't be
I'm
more proud to be your guest.
I'm so excited to chat with you. So let's jump right in. What's involved in
Yeah.
performing permanent cosmetic procedures or nanoblading?
It's an implementation of pigment in the very first layer of the skin, which is considered cosmetic tattooing. And we can enhance the natural beauty and natural features of our clients.
And it goes beyond that because permanent cosmetic procedures are an ideal solution for men and women of all ages who basically want to enhance their natural features. I'm one of them. But people who have, busy lifestyles or enjoy sports, they want to look their best at all times. So they will appreciate the convenience
Absolutely.
of not having to refresh their makeup throughout the day. That's where I stand. But here's where it's also interesting. And this is what caught my attention. It can also be especially beneficial for people with certain medical conditions. Talk to me about who can benefit from permanent cosmetic procedures on the medical side.
So as you mentioned, it's not only a beauty enhancer, but also can be applied to the patients with the previous cancer treatment, with people with alopecia, men and women, because all these procedures are well known for being helpful for both of the clientele, like women, men and women, as I mentioned. So there is such a big aspect and such a big range of the procedures that we can offer to our clients and our patients.
It's fascinating because when you think about the extensive ways that the case studies of semi-permanent and permanent makeup can change a life. I mean, if you have allergy to traditional cosmetics, this is a great option, like you said. Or even if somebody has unsteady hands as a result of arthritis or multiple
Or
sclerosis.
vision problem, you can barely see, you have to put your glasses on to be able to apply your
Exactly.
makeup. And on the other
Yeah,
hand, who wants to apply the makeup every day, every morning for a couple of hours? It's a big saver, which is amazing for all of us because we're too busy in our everyday life. So for me, it's must have.
it's a must-have. Yeah, and this also caught my attention. Vitiligo, or in what they call in need of an areola pigmentation after breast
Yes.
reconstruction. So think about those women who want to feel better about their breasts after they've basically gone through this tragedy. Now, these procedures range from very natural looking, subtly enhancing natural features, to dramatic. It all depends on the desired result. What types of permanent cosmetic procedures are performed?
So I perform a lot of and my own signature procedures for the clients, starting from very natural application of permanent cosmetics, or a little bit more dramatic. But my goal is to enhance the beauty only with the most natural, following the natural features of the patient. And I would like to keep it this way. Permanent makeup is not our regular makeup that we apply every day. It's something that we wake up and go to sleep with. So you want to look your best with the little bit enhancement and of your natural beauty.
Right. So we're talking about the top and bottom eyeliner, eyebrows, lash enhancement, lip liner, full lip color and blend, even scar camouflage, hair imitation, and like I said, the
The
areola
whole
pigmentation.
industry changed over the years. We don't do like this traditional, as it was called before, tattooing. I don't like to use this word. I like to use the form of micropigmentation because it's on the medical enhancement and medical aesthetics procedure. We're not the tattoo parlor. We just natural beauty studio. And the thing is that you would like to put all these features in your face, looking your best, using your best natural appearance.
Yes, yes. And you do such a good job at analyzing your patient's face when they walk into the room and really understanding and using a three-way mirror to see where the lines are going to fall. You have a specialty compass that you use to mark. And also the technique used in permanent cosmetics or semi-permanent cosmetic procedures deposits pigment into the upper reticular part of the dermal layer of the skin, and it's considered permanent because it cannot be washed off. But is this really accurate? I mean, are permanent
No,
cosmetic
it's
procedures really
semi-permanent.
right?
So all the procedures for the permanent cosmetic shouldn't last longer than 12 months because our faces changes, our preference changes. So we would like to be able to continue with the application over the time with the color changes, with the shapes and trends in the beauty industry.
Right. And to my understanding, like you just said, the longevity of this process depends on many factors, right? Such as sun exposure, thickness of skin, the skin
Absolutely.
the skincare products that one would use. I mean, this is actually great because it allows you, to your point, to change your look and your colors as taste changes. And I somebody said to me, "Oh, you permanently did your eyebrows?" And I said, "No, it's not permanent. It's permanent
It's
temporarily." And
semi-permanent, yes. That's how
yes.
we call it.
Now, seems like a very, very, very sensitive procedure, regardless of how easy you make it sound. And it requires a ton of expertise and technique. So, when considering having this procedure done or semi-permanent makeup, I always say consider the skills and experience of the permanent makeup professional and do not make the price your determining factor. You want to make sure you can trust your technician to give you the results you're looking for. What is the cost of permanent makeup approximately?
It range from 500 and up. You know, if you highly skilled and being in the industry, well recognized, the prices might range to up to 2,500.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was doing some research for another segment we had. We were talking about aesthetic costs and what the average woman spends, and this was one of the things that we covered. And permanent makeup typically, to what you just said, to your point, costs between 400 to 800 per procedure. Sometimes it even goes higher, but some of the advanced work such as paramedical procedures can even cost anywhere from $250 an hour plus. So
Yes.
what you do is highly, highly skilled. Now, how much time do the procedures take?
So it also depends of what kind of procedure we're choosing. Mostly procedures on the faces take around 2 hours with the numbing process, with the pre-drawing process, choice of colors, shape, and etc. So around 2 hours, that's what we need to get everything done.
Now, you mentioned numbing. Of course, there's people that are hypersensitive. I did this procedure. I didn't feel any pain and I didn't use any numbing. It actually felt like acupuncture being done in a small area. It was not uncomfortable at all. But in general, perhaps I have a higher threshold of pain tolerance, but will the procedure be painful for the average person?
That's a great question because this is from our Q&A questions. Like the most concern is that the procedure is very painful and uncomfortable. But fortunately enough, these days we're using absolutely amazing numbing creams for the pre-numbing of the procedure. Then of course it matters what equipment and what devices are you using during the procedure, with the needle qualification and etc. So the procedure is very, very minimal in pain, as you know, and it's not about your high tolerance of a pain, but it's also because the whole experience shouldn't be traumatic. It's a beauty enhancer, not like a medical procedure that we have to suffer from the pain.
Yeah, and one of the questions I got as well, I was answering all your FAQs on social media when I posted the story. People were
Mhm.
like, "Is it safe?" And I said, "Look, professionals in the permanent cosmetic industry, like Beata, regularly attend Occupational Safety and Health Administration
Absolutely.
(OSHA) training on safety principles. So I say to people, make sure you do your research and choose a permanent cosmetics professional who has been properly trained and is experienced in these types of cosmetic procedures, someone that you can trust and you're going to feel comfortable with. I mean, you are the one that teaches this, so you can't get any better than your hands because you have an entire academy around this. But a lot of people are not going to have access to you in New York City. Now, what if people are not happy with the results? What do you do?
It didn't happen in my career, and I'm
Never.
not planning to do that. I take a lot of time and effort to beginning with the consultation with the client, with the pre-drawing explanation of the whole process, how long it takes, how long it looks like, because you know that the procedure remain a little bit darker for about 2 to 3 days. You went through it as well. We're gonna share maybe your experience a little bit more. So when you put everything together in order for the client to feel comfortable and understand the whole process of micropigmentation, there shouldn't be any errors and mistakes.
I love it. You have everything mapped out. You've got an answer for everything because you do your research and you're a trained professional. So let's check career. You are an academy. The career in permanent cosmetic industry offers many exciting opportunities, and the demand for well-trained micropigmentation professionals services range from beauty salons and spas to plastic surgeons and dermatologists. How does one get started?
So the whole process started with me looking for the highest standards procedures and equipment and pigments to be used in our industry. So many years ago, it's over 15 years when I started, I wasn't able, the procedure wasn't as popular as it is now. So I was bringing all the products and equipment from Europe, where I'm originally from. And that's how it started. People were asking me, what products do you use to get such beautiful results, painless and effortless? So I decided to open my academy to share my knowledge, to distribute the products for professionals, and use the highest quality products available on the market so far.
So people could just head directly to your website and check out pmbeautylines.com, and they could get information not just on how to be treated by you and serviced by you, but also on how to become authorized by you, which is great.
You know, the industry, it's one of the fastest growing industry in the beauty field. And it's very interesting how many poor trainings there is on the market. If you would like, it's very profitable and amazing career that you can begin. So it's very nice for you to do your research and decide with the trainer who's gonna be a mentor for over a few years, for over a few next years. I have my students. We in a friendly relationship for many, many years since we begin the journey together. And it's just being a simple pleasure for me to share my knowledge and do my services with the highest ethical values and the best of my performance.
You're a super mama. Thank you so much for coming on. I love chatting with you. I think you are incredible at what you do. I think your service is niche and very proprietary and unique, and your hands are just like a Picasso. Thank you for being you, my
My
friend.
pleasure. Have a great day.
Guys, you definitely have to check her out. That was our Millennial Mom segment, super mama, Polish super mama, entrepreneur, and most importantly, just salt of the earth person. Head to beatabaranska.com and you can check out pmbeautylines.com, or you could head to her on Instagram at Beata Baranska Beauty. That was our Millennial Mom segment. You're listening to a moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. We'll be right back after this.